Hey, end my life. What's up? It's the Culture Detective here investigating your favorite songs. I am in the brink of disappearing in this world right now, so I need to do this real quick, otherwise I'm bad things will happen to me. So, today I'm going to be doing a things video where I talk about things. Yes, so I'm going to be talking about songs that are released in the past few weeks or so. I'm going to separate them into three categories: best, in the middle, worst, and I'm also going to be talking about other things. Let's go. Starting off, I'm going to be talking about the songs that I think are not that great or not that bad, kind of in the middle. Starting off, we have the new Anna Calvi song Eden featuring Charlotte Gainsbourg, and she's actually doing a cover of her own song, but more mellow version, balladry, and it's not bad. It's not bad. I love the passionate vocal performances. I love the instrumentals. It's I. And then we have the new Avalanche's song "We Will Always Love You" featuring Dev Hynes from Blood Orange, and Dev Hynes do give some really nice performances here. The instrumentals are not necessarily all that fun or exciting, pretty mellow, mystical, and it's okay as well. And then we have the new Beanie song Super Lonely featuring Gus Dapperton. I stumbled upon this song on YouTube, and while I like the instrumentals, I just can't help but be a little disappointed by the auto tune crooning, the repetitive auto tune croonings on the song. Like, why do you have to fall into this trend as well? You don't have to, okay? New Best Coast song, Different Light. This track is less cliche and as generic as other songs they have put out. It's more rocky and, rock flavored and more driving, but still nothing all that special. And then this is a big one because we have a new Billie Eilish song, No Time to Die, for the next James Bond movie, No Time to Die. I am still slightly pissed at Sam Mendes for picking Sam Smith over Radiohead because A, Sam Smith is more popular. B, Sam Smith's song isn't as dark as Radiohead's, so they picked Sam Smith over Radiohead, but clearly Radiohead's Spectre song is way better. And of course, we have Billie Eilish because she's famous, and so we have this song, and it's not bad. It's not a terrible song at all. Again, the performances are great. The instrumentals, they're very very minimal, which is not something that I would have wanted from a James Bond song. I want the movie to open with something more exciting, something more adrenaline pumping to get our hopes up, but I guess this mellow sound just works because it's Billie Eilish. And then up next, Black Midi has a new song called Sweater. This 11-minute long, weird, experimental, avant garde song. And there's nothing all that special about it. It's not a fantastically memorable track either. Caroline Rose has a track called Freak Like Me, which sounds like a very generic mainstream pop song at first, but I do like the flavorful instrumentals though. It's a little more subdued, a little more nuanced, gives it a little more personality. I'm liking it. Blueface has a new track called Obama featuring the baby, which is a lot of fun. Again, Blueface's rapping skills aren't really all that great. I'm not really huge about Blueface, but the beat of this track really fun, and the fact that this song is about Obama and how swag he is hilarious, and the baby contributes a little bit as well. I have a fantastic hairline. Uh, kill me. Up next, we have a new BTS song called On featuring Sia, and it's not bad. Instrumentally, it is pretty refreshing. It isn't the repetitive, tedious, boring pop music, but still, it is not all that exciting or refreshing either. I think Sia is a great addition to the song, first of all. But BTS themselves, they don't really do all that much memorable things on the track. So, and then we have a new dub baby song, Shut Up. The beat is just okay. It's a pretty, hard hitting trap beat, but that's pretty much the extent of it. Again, the baby's performance is pretty animated, pretty fun, but there's that. EOB, or Ed O'Brien, bassist. No, Colin is the bassist. Ed O'Brien is the lead guitarist of my favorite band, Radiohead, and he has a new song and a new album coming out, and this song is called Shangri-La, and this sounds like a Tom York Damon Albarn fusion song, and it's not bad. It's not bad at all. He still has it in him, the energy. He still got it. The songwriting is pretty solid. I'm just not all that wowed by the track. I don't think it's all that surprising or anything. It's pretty much within the Radiohead alt rock wheelhouse. Up next, Guppy and Fraxium has a new song called Those Moser, and they are, I think, also in the PC Music label, or the gang anyway, with 100 gecs and Dorian Electra and Rina Sawayama and Clarence Clarity and those people. They're in the gang, and it's a pretty fun song. It's this really weird bleepy bloopy futuristic minimalist pop song that is just fried up, and it's fun. It's weird, and I'm enjoying it. But the core of the song itself, isn't really all that fantastic. So I'll just leave it in this section. I also forgot to mention that Boys Noise has a new song called Girl Crush featuring Rico Nasty. Originally, I put it in the best section, but after hearing it again, while the beat hits really hard, Rico Nasty doesn't really do anything but auto-tune croons over the really hard-hitting beat on the track, and I just wish that there were more. Anyways, back to this section, we have Hate Breed. Anyways, we have the track Hate Breed called When the Blade Drops, and it's this pretty average, shouty, heavy metal song. I guess, not just your average heavy metal. I guess it's a little noisier than that, but it's still pretty within the confines of a metal song. And then we have the new Hayley Williams song Cinnamon. I like the instrumentals, I like the vocals, but again, there isn't really anything that pops out to me about the track. Nothing really stands out to me. It still sounds pretty average and not all that memorable. Up next, we have a new Moses Sumney song called Cut Me, and it's another mellow cut from Moses Sumney, and it's alright. Damn, I'm just what the heck, man. It's a pretty average cut. I like the tone of the instrumentals, I have to say, but the core of the song itself, again, not really all that memorable. We have a new Napalm Death song, Logic Rap. New Napalm Death song, yes, Napalm Death, they're back. And the song is called Logic Ravaged by Brute Force. We have a new Napalm Death song, Alright, we have a new Napalm Death song. Yes, Napalm Death, they're back, and this song is called Logic Ravaged by Brute Force, and it is a pretty average, middle-of-the-road Napalm Death song. I do really like the performances, and apparently they're not growling all that much on the song. Instead, they're just shouting without any of the vocal fries, and it sounds pretty interesting. It's not that bad, but still, it's not that great either. Up next, we have Nicole Atkins with Captain featuring Britt Daniel of Spoon. And this song is a pretty mellow, vintage, 90s, 80s sort of throwback song. Nice vocals, okay mellow instrumentals. Overall, just an okay song. Up next, Ozzy Osbourne has a new song called It's a Raid featuring Post Malone. I'm happy that Ozzy Osbourne and Post Malone are collaborating. It sounds weird, but they actually work out together. Anyways, this new song here, Ozzy Osbourne, his vocals, it's pretty heavily processed in the song. Almost sounds like he's singing an out of tune, which is a little, but still, I like the guitar riffs, the energy of the song, the whole thing works together pretty well. And then we have a new Pearl Jam song. Actually, I'm kind of on the fence with this. I'm either going to put this in the middle section or in the worst section, because the performances here, the vocals here, they're average. They're not up to snuff when it comes to Pearl Jam's music. They're not in the Pearl Jam usual standards. But then again, it's not terrible. It's not the worst song I've ever heard. but still, like, they have fallen off, man. They have fallen off. Um, and overall, it's just a pretty average generic rock song with a pretty cheap riff. Phalanx has a track called Golden Horde, which is this death metal song. The guitar riffs are kind of repetitive. I wish that there is more change up, and I wish the guitar riffs are a little freakier, a little more out there, but unfortunately it's really not. Porter Robinson, new song, Get Your Wish, which is actually not that bad because I've always expected his music to be, very generic and, oh, cute emo, but actually it's not like that. No, it's more artsy this time around, more experimental. But still, nothing really stands out to me. It still doesn't feel like a thing that I would jam to. Alright, up next, Royce the 5'9", or right now, Royce 5'9". We have the track Upside Down featuring Ashley Sorrell and Benny the Butcher. And the beats and the instrumentals are pretty okay, pretty decent. The performances are pretty decent. Overall, the song is pretty decent. Sparks, they're back with a song called Self-Effacing. And while it's not a terrible song, it's pretty much within the Sparks territory here. Yeah, just good riffs, really solid performances, solid songwriting. Sharon Van Etten has a new song called Beaten Down. And this song is more mellow, a little more on the quiet side. And I'm still enjoying the performances though. I'm still enjoying the instrumentals here, but yeah, it's really not all that amazing. Same goes for the next track, Trippy Red, The Way, which is also a pretty mellow cut, pretty slow, pretty quiet. And while it isn't the really repetitive trap rap crooning, it's not particularly catchy. It's not particularly stylish either. And to end off, we have the track from Young Crazy and BB Nose, or BB No dollar sign, BB Nose, Off the Goop, featuring Kuko, Kucho, Chucho. I don't know. But it's alright. It's alright. It's a pretty fun pop rap song with a pretty flavorful and almost tongue-in-cheek sort of instrumentals, but it's alright. Please leave me alone. Alright, and then let's talk about the bad songs. Starting off, we have the 1975 with the track The Birthday Party, which definitely isn't as good as the Me and You song and the People song. And it's weird. It's like 1975. They're releasing terrible songs and great songs on alternate weeks. Like one bad, one good, one bad, one good. They just can't decide. And for this track, it's a pretty boring, bland, washed out pop song, which just puts you to sleep automatically because it's really repetitious and a little tedious, and it feels like I'm trapped while I'm listening to the song. Next up, we have a track from A Boogie with the Hoodie with Numbers, featuring Roddy Ricch, Gunna, and London on the track. And it's one of those boring trap rap songs. Up next, we have Justin Bieber's Intentions featuring Quavo. I already did a review on the latest Justin Bieber album. Check it out. But anyways, this is not a good song at all. The punchy keyboards are blab, drab, boring. The lyrics are questionable. And he also came out with a Yummy remix featuring Florida Georgia Line, as if there isn't enough promotion for Yummy. And as always, given that the song is Yummy, it's terrible. And then Migos, Young Thug, and Travis Scott. 3 big trap rappers. Well, not 3 big, 5 big trap rappers come together, finally, with us anticipating, salivating for the track Give No Fuck, which is an absolutely boring, disappointing, underwhelming track. devoid of personality, just a trap rap song, a boring trap rap song at that. Beats are cheap, repetitive. We've heard it a million times. The performances are pretty underwhelming. Also, Nicki Minaj with the track Yikes. Pretty much all applies on that song as well. And then we have Coffee for Dinner by the singer Orion's Son, which is a track that I stumbled upon on YouTube, and it's actually pretty, well, instrumentally it's not bad, but the performances are a little repetitive. Actually, very repetitive. The hooks are they just keep on doing the same hook. There's no chorus, no verses. It's just one hook throughout the entire song. And then we have a new Purity Ring track, Stardew, which is your average 9-year-old gaming channel intro music with the chopped up, pitched up vocals and the annoying electronic beats. And we have Sam Smith, new song, To Die For. It's a boring song. Moving on, we have Toddy Smith with Natalina, which I'm not sure who is Toddy Smith before, but now that I've done some research, apparently it is in the Vlog Gang. The gang led by master vlogger, famous celebrity person, David Dobrik. And I guess Toddy Smith is one of the members of the gang who famously, in the YouTube cinematic universe, anyways, has a girlfriend called Natalina, so he decided to make a song. And of course, given that he's not a professional artist, the song itself isn't really all that great, so there's that. Anyways, Trippie Redd, Yellow, like yellow, get it? Featuring Young Thug, and it's a boring trap rap song with no soul, nothing all that surprising. It's generic, it's boring. Same goes for the next song, Conclusions, featuring Kalani by YG, which is, I guess, a really weak song, both lyrically and instrumentally. And lyrically is very questionable because apparently YG cheated on Kalani. I'm not like super clear on the matter here, but something along the lines of that. Yeah, because Kalani also dropped a song called Valentine's Day talking about YG being bad, and YG then released a song called Conclusions saying good things to Kalani. But I guess this song is supposed to be released before that Kalani song, but because of timing issues, it's released later, and now it's all awkward, Anyways, there are a lot of great songs that I want to be talking about, so let's go. Great songs, yay. Starting off, we have the new 100 gecs song, Ringtone, remix featuring Charli XCX, Kero Bonito, and Rico Nasty. Oh my gosh! This is the crossover that I'm living for. Awesome. Just awesome. I think Sarah Bonito's contributions to the song is awesome. Her soft, smooth, cute voice just complements with the hard-hitting, weird bleep and bloop pop instrumental. I think Charli XCX just gives a really nice, sweet, compelling addition to the song. Rico Nasty too, and overall, it's catchy. It's so catchy. My boys get a new ringtone. Aminé, I don't know if it's a new song or not, but anyways, it's a good song. Aminé, Shimmy, great beat, flavorful, very solid performances that are chill and laid back, but the rhyming scheme and the flows just keep going. I like it. Ariel Pink has a new song called Crybaby, which is a pretty Ariel Pink song. The muffled vocals, the dreamy, moody, vintage 80s instrumentals, muffled, but it still sounds sweet, still has some eccentric performances, and overall it's pretty great. Brooke Candy, Come. Yes, C-U-M, Come. Remix featuring SOPHIE, which is an 8-minute long remix of the Brooke Candy song Come. and I love it. It's fucking disgusting. This song is fucking disgusting. And you know, when a pop artist or any artist in general, when they try to be sexual, but you know, they do that for a little bit, not enough to make people gross out, it's usually awkward and kind of cheap. But what Brooke Candy had done here is that she oversold sex. Okay, it's so sexual. It's ridiculously, disgustingly sexual. It's now good. It's so gross, and I love it. That is the spirit. It's just like, and Sophie's beats on this thing are great, and for 4 minutes at the end, it's just Brooke Candy saying, "Oh, make me squirt," like over and over again for like 100 times. Like, what the fuck is this? It's ridiculous. Okay. For something a little less ridiculous, is the Carly Rae Jepsen song "Let's Be Friends," which sounds really sweet and pretty catchy. I like the performances. I like the instrumentals, and Carly Rae Jepsen sounds very energetic on the track, and yeah. And then we have Code Orange. Oh yes, Code Orange new song "Swallowing the Rabbit Hole." This is a weird friggin' metalcore song because it glitches. It just like at some points on the track. Wow. At some point in the track, it just glitches out, and we get this weird repetitive guitar tone. These keys, it suddenly pauses. Like, it's so glitchy, and in the core, it's very aggressive, but it's still very glitchy and raw and rough, and I just love it. Looking forward to their new album. Daumier has a new track called Life Gets in the Way, and damn, I love it because it's noisy, it's loud, it's angry, it's like a noise punk song with a bit of a rap element to it, and it's just so aggressive. I love the energy. DJ Knuf, That's My City, featuring Malik Work, and it's a techno song with some chill, almost hip hop / spoken word on it, and it's pretty stylish. I love the beats. I love the texture of the beats as well. Gorillaz, I have a new song called Désolé, featuring Fatoumata Diawara, and it's a great song. I think I like it. I like it. I like the guitars. I like the instrumentals. I think Fatoumata's performances adds onto it really well, and yeah, pretty cool. Grimes has 2 new songs, Delete Forever, and I think 4 AM is a single, but I may be wrong. But I already did the Grimes album review a couple of days ago. Check it out. I think these 2 songs are pretty great. Anyways, Hot Snakes, new song called I Shall Be Free, and it is a very loud, almost grotesque, very unapologetic, and wild rock song. My voice cracked because why not? Yeah, it's great. Ugh. You know, I really need to just. I'm behind schedule again. But yeah, it's a great song. It's solid. I love the energy. Jackie Lynn has a track called Sugar Water. I like the muscular vocals. The instrumentals are pretty much the vintage 90s chamber rock, which is really nice and a very, very solid song overall. Just as solid and cohesive as the new Jason Isbell and the 400 unit song Be Afraid. Loving the guitars, the performances are spot on. And then we have the Jesse Alonso song Lick in Heaven, which is a pretty nice laid back dance pop song. I like the minimalist instrumentals, I like the vocal performances. Joji has a new song, Run. Cool song. The music video reminds me a lot of Snowpiercer, and it's a pretty moving ballad with some flavorful instrumentals, solid performances. I love the vibe, I love the mood, I love the tone. JPEGMAFIA, new song, Bald! Exclamation mark. It's way more solid and way less abstract. It sounds like something that could have been on Veteran, and I love it. I just love his flows. His flows are so animated, his shouty rapping styles are so whack. And King Krule, Alone, Omen 3, and Cellular, two very mellow, almost balladry tracks, but King Krule sort of owns his style on these two songs by giving some really compelling instrumental styles and pretty cool. I'll be reviewing his album very soon. Meek Mill, Believe, featuring Justin Timberlake. And wow, yes, those pop rap songs with the, very motivational choruses sung by big pop artists usually suck ass, but not for this one. Actually, this one is pretty catchy. It hits hard. The performances are all great. I love it. And then we have two new songs from Otoboke with I Am Not Maternal, and Dirty Old Fart is waiting for my reaction. Wow. Leave me alone. And it's great. They give some really solid, aggressive, wild, crazy, whack, off the rails performances, especially for the latter, which I think is hilarious. And I'm Not Maternal is not that wild, but it's this tongue-in-cheek song that just feels very... It feels like it's about to explode at any given moment, given that it is Otoboke. So that's cool. Pottery, new song, Texas Drums Part 1 and 2. And it's basically this goofy, weird rock song, which is a lot of fun. And we also have two new songs from The Strokes, At the Door and Bad Decisions. Really solid songwriting, good performances, they still got it. Really melodic, and they do take their time and be patient about their songwriting. And then we have a cover song, Swimmers and Fiddler cover People by 1975, and it is so raw and rough and aggressive and wild. I just love it. Thundercat has a new song called Dragon Ball Durag, and it's a pretty nice, sweet, neo-soul little track with some nice instrumentals. And US Girls has a new song, even better than the Overwork song, Overtime, I think. For American Dollars is the name of this song, even catchier, but still we got these smoky flavors that a usual US girl song would have. And the performances, the instrumentals, they're both great. Wasted Shirt with All Is Lost is a very crazy, shouty, noise punk song, reminds me a lot of Lightning Bolt, and this song just works. We have a new Weeknd song called After Hours, which is more toned down than other tracks than that he put out. But it's not only is the songwriting really solid, but also the club beats are fantastic, gives it a futuristic vibe, solid performances as well. Willie Nelson, First Rose of Spring, which is another country ballad of his, equally as heartbreaking. And I'm just glad that this guy is still making music, and music this sincere, this pure, this innocent. And at the end we have Ives Tumor or Wives Tumor, Ives Tumor, Gospel for a New Country, which is this weird electronic track that also has a lot of singing in it. So I guess more pop than it is electronic. But it's just really solid, has a lot of flavor and style, and it's a little weird, but I'm liking it. Okay, so I finished talking about all the songs. Finally, I need to do revision, for fuck's sakes. We have other stuff to talk about. The French Dispatch trailer is finally out. New movie by Wes Anderson, and oh my gosh, it can't get more Wes Anderson than this. Like, every single shot is just radiating with absolute Wes Anderson energy, with the symmetry, with the toyish compositions, like everything. from the performances to the dialogue to the color tones, and it feels like it's going to be a big movie, so I'm looking forward to this a lot. It feels like it's going to be his magnum opus too, given that the cast ensemble is freaking huge. It's like no cast ensemble in this world can beat a Wes Anderson movie cast ensemble. We have Frances McDormand, Elizabeth Moss, Jeffrey Wright, Timothée Chalamet, of course, Saoirse Ronan. We have Bill Murray, Bob Caliban, Adrian Brody, Benicio del Toro, Willem Dafoe is in this movie. Everyone, Tilda Swinton, of course. Just everyone is in this movie. The Green Knight by, I think, David Lowery, who directed the movie The Ghost Story. A Ghost Story. Now, The Green Knight. The trailer is really awesome. I don't know if this is going to be one of those generic average period piece movies, but it looks like it's something horrifying, which is something that is very good from A24. So I'm looking forward to that. Dev Patel is in this movie. Check that out. Stranger Things season 4 teaser trailer is out. Hopper is alive. I don't like it. I don't like that they immediately reveal that Hopper is alive before they even drop the official trailer. Like, come on. Like, you're gonna give away this twist in your friggin' teaser trailer now. And I also don't know how will Stranger Things season 4 be, you know? Because I feel like they're running out of ideas. Every single season, they beat a monster, happy ending, end of story. So I don't know. Westworld Season 3 finally comes out with the full trailer. Amazing. Looking forward to it. Absolutely. Aaron Paul's in this thing. Hell yeah. Yeah, bitch. And it feels like it's going to another totally different direction. It feels like every single season is completely different, and I'm super pumped. And also, speaking of Aaron Paul, Better Call Saul Season 5 is airing now. I'll check that out after I finish the exams. Jeez. Also, we have The Staggering Woman, which apparently is a movie made by Luca Guadagnino, the same person behind Io Sono L'Amore, Suspiria, the remake, and of course Call Me By Your Name. And I saw this trailer on YouTube. It looks good. It looks like a horror movie. It looks like a thriller movie. With some really solid directing and art styles. But I have no idea why isn't this in like submitted to like a film festival or something. Come on, it's Luca Guadagnino. Of course you have to put him in a film festival. But I don't know. I just feel like this is going to be one of the most overlooked and underrated movies of the year. So yeah, there's that. So, what are your opinions on these songs, these trailers, these TV shows, and these movies? Comments below, let me know. I'm like 25 minutes behind schedule right now, so yay.